Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today I am here to teach you or solve a worksheet of food. Where does it come from, which is first chapter of class 6 Cbse and CERT book. So let us begin with the first main. So these are some keywords given in your book. So let us find the definition and meaning of this keywords. So first keyword is ingredients. What do you mean by ingredients? Any food or substances used for making particular dish. Any items or food or the substances used for making a specific or a particular dish. You can see here spaghetti in the image. Spaghetti is given, meat keema is given, spring onions are given, and capsicum, tomatoes, onion, garlic, mushrooms, and some vermicelli is given. So all these are the ingredients used for making some particular dish which is made up of meat keema and spaghettis. So what is edible? Any item which is safe for humans to eat. Anything which is safe for human beings to eat, that is called as edible. So you can see an image here. So you can see some fruits as an example. So all these fruits which are shown in the image, you can eat them. Nectar, a sugary fluid secreted by flowers to encourage pollination in plants. So this is nothing but what is this nectar? So it is some sugary fluid which is given out by the flowers to encourage the pollination in the plants. Pollination is having one more new plant. Yes, that is called as pollination. So that you will be studying in your upcoming classes. So for now you keep in mind that what is nectar? It is nothing but a sugary fluid which is secreted by the flowers. So this nectar is collected by the honeybees and they will make a honey. Sprouted seeds. What do you mean by sprouted seeds? Sprouts are the seeds that have germinated and become very young plants. So you can see in the images here some white thing is coming out of the seed. So those are nothing but sprouts. Okay, these sprouts are the seeds which are germinated. So now these seeds are germinated and they are very young plants now. This germination process usually begins with the seeds being soaked for several hours. So how this germination begins? So you have to soak these seeds in the water for several hours and remove them out and wrap them in a wet cloth. Then the germination will begin and that form the sprouted seeds. So what do you mean by herbivore, carnivore and omnivore? So herbivore, you can see here in the image, the horse is given. An animal that eats almost only the plants. So animal which eats only the plants, those animals are called as herbivore. Carnivore, an animal that eats almost only meat. So the animal which eat only meat is called as carnivore. Omnivore, an animal that eats both plants and meat. So both it eats plants and also meat. Those are omnivore. So we have come across a chapter, that is food. Where does it come from? So let us have a short summary of the chapter. There is a lot of variation in the food eaten in different region of India. As we saw that example of Girjappa and Rahul. So they are from different state having different food. So a lot of variation in the sense difference is there in the food which is eaten in different regions of India. That is in the South India, in the North, East and West. So there are some variations in the food which we eat. The main sources of our food are plants and animals. So we got to know that there are only the main sources for giving us food, that is plants and animals. Animals which eat only plants are called as herbivores, as we saw. What are herbivores? The animals which only eat the plants. Animals which eat only animals are called as carnivores. So lion, tiger, all these comes under carnivore. Animal which eat both plants as well as other animals are called as omnivores. So these things you have to keep in mind. So what is the main thing? There are variations in the food in other parts of, in all the regions of India, and the main sources of food are plants and animals. So herbivore, carnivore and omnivore are the three types of animals, and depending on the variation of their food. So this was about the summary. So let us come to the next, that is exercise. So some question answers are given, so let us solve them. Do you think all the animals want same kind of food? No, because animals are of different type depending upon the variation of their food. So herbivores, omnivores and carnivores. So some might need plants, some might need flesh and some might need both. So they don't have the same kind of food. Name 5 plants and their parts that we eat. So you have to name the plants and also the parts which you are eating. The 5 plants and their parts that we eat are as follows. Tomato plant, you are eating tomato, that is a fruit. Coriander as a herb, you are using the leaves and also the seeds of coriander. Spinach plant, that is palak, you are using leaves. Brinjal plant, you are using the fruit. Onion plant, that is you are using stem, that is as onion, and leaves, that is as spring onion. So these were some of the plants and their parts which you are eating. Match the items given in column A with that in column B. This is match the following. You have to match the one which are given in column A with the column B. So first question in the column A, milk, curd, paneer and ghee. So these are all the animal products. Spinach, cauliflower and carrot. These are all the vegetables. Lion and tigers eat only other animals. Herbivores eat plants and plant products. So this is how you have to match column A with column B, and I have solved this for you using the arrow marks. So next main is fill up the blanks with the words given. So you have to fill the blanks with the words given in the bracket. Tiger is a carnivore because it eats only meat. So carnivore here is a blank filled up. Deer eats only plant products and so it is called as herbivore. So herbivore here is a blank filled. Parrots eat only plant products. So plant here is a blank filled. The milk that we drink which comes from goat is an animal product. Milk here is fill in the blank. We get sugar from sugarcane. Sugarcane is a blank filled over here. So this were some of the means which we have come across, or the worksheet which is solved depending upon your first chapter, that is food, where does it come from. So in the next class we'll be starting with the second chapter of the 6th standard Cbse NCERT book. So please stay connected with me. Thank you.